And so if there is a necessary being in one possible world, because of what it means to exist necessarily, that being must then exist in all possible worlds. And then the best version of the ontological argument, I forget who exactly formulates it, but it has to do with the idea of possible worlds, which is something we get from a philosopher named David Lewis. And this is something that's really useful if you are studying, again, physics, quantum physics, multiverse theory, right? The idea is that when we are talking about propositions, right, and what is true in this world, we can imagine, right, possible worlds in which any proposition could be true, right? So for any proposition, the idea, according to David Lewis, is that there is a possible world in which that proposition is true. So the idea is that, okay, if we're talking about contingent and necessary beings by definition, well, we can utilize possible world theory to help realize that, right? So, okay, maybe a necessary being doesn't exist in this world, right? But according to possible world theory, there is a possible world in which a necessary being exists, right? Because there's a possible world in which anything could happen as long as it's a logical possibility, right? So as long as it's logically possible, it should be possible in any world. So there is a world in which it is possible for a necessary being to exist. But here's the fascinating thing about necessary beings.